Alright, I should be live any second now. There I am. Hello and welcome everyone and anyone. Grease Chops here, and we are getting back into Stories, the Path of Destinies.
The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Bernardo knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong, but he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely.
And
also,
we've used that
a temple
before.
had risen
So we're
out
going
of
to go
empty
through
desert.
the temple,
Had
actually.
brought the Sky Ripper pieces up out of ancient burial by his obscene rituals.
I'm curious about this
This
temple.
be where the Iblis stone was
Hey,
hidden.
Eagwise,
Someone
what's up,
better
buddy?
get it before
How are
he
you doing?
does, thought Renato. On the other hand, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Lapino was no game changer, but could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
I'm going to go the way of the temple.
The island was windswept desert. No one went there except ostriches and ostrich hunters. The Iblis stone. It sounded ominous. It sounded powerful. If the Emperor was searching for it, it must be dangerous. And so, Bernardo went ostrich hunting.
Alright, so I'm going ostrich hunting then? And let me know if you can hear the game. And nice. That's getting a little bit closer. And sorry I started a little late, guys. Like, I ended up falling asleep, so I just woke up. So I'm gonna be yawning a little bit too, because I'm still waking up. I might have woken up, but I haven't woken up, if you get what I mean.
Every child could sing verses about the Sky Ripper, but ancient codices held hints of other things. A stone that ate souls, a ruby that drank blood, a jewel only a righteous man could give away. Were all these things the Iblis stone? Long hidden in a buried temple? Another ancient item that was only resurfacing now? Drawn up from the deeps by the Emperor's horrific rituals? Hey! Hey!
I don't think there's actually anything there.
Thought Renato.
Lame.
Renato distrusted doors that opened automatically, especially after being buried for millennia. Was this some sort of trap?
Alright.
Those flames really bring out your eyes.
I haven't really used the fire sword. It is really cool. Oh, wait, no, that's, is that a explodey? No, that's not. Ouch. Give me your shield. Jeez, that took forever. Alright. So, and on this playthrough, I'm trying to get the better ending. I've gotten 2 different endings so far, and they were both the bad ones. So I want to try to find one of the good endings, at
And he
least.
hadn't come too late.
And both of the bad endings, like if you didn't watch the last one, both the bad endings were basically I set off a nuke. And yeah, that it went as well as a nuke goes. At distance, auto attacks when a certain combo threshold. Let's do
Swell.
a time.
He always wanted to do that.
There's a model description that lets you become a dragon. I need it by the side. Oh yeah, you need to create a Bethesda account to start downloading mods. Oh, rip, buddy. Yeah. What mod is it called? I'll take a look at it. Ow. Ow. Well, I'm just continuing. This game basically is, you're basically in a storybook, and you are Renardo, a fox that is helping the rebellion, and they are rebelling against the king that's been like sacrificing the people in some strange like dark magic ritual things, and he's been doing that to resurrect some artifacts. At least that's what I've gathered from this, and I'm trying to find the good ending, because so far I've done 2 endings where I went and got the weapon, and it's kind of not went well. No one really won on those ones. Wrong sword. There we go. Wait, what's... This is not... Is this not Ice Store? It is Ice Store. Okay. I can. Be a dragon? Okay, that's just what it's called. Okay. Yeah, I can look it up when I'm on my playthrough. Alright. Find the stone. You have been chosen in this critical mission for your ability to follow orders to the letter without question. Do not believe the naysayers. Your score in the intelligence test is only proof that you are better geared than anyone else to follow orders. Take pride in knowing that I, your emperor, have handpicked you for this mission. Follow the instructions to the letter. Always travel in pairs. Do not look at the engravings on the wall. Do not lose the hermetic box. When you find the stone, immediately place it in the box and seal the box. If you hear a voice in your head, ignore it. Remember, the temple is haunted. Obviously, this is an old temple dedicated to an old evil god. There were blood sacrifices. Of course it would be haunted. Ignore the voice in your head. Remember, ghosts cannot hurt you, but they will try to confuse you. When you hear a voice, take the drowsy pill. If you meet another soldier with the stone, and it is not in the hermetic box, immediately spray him with drowsy gas. Find the stone, put it in the box, seal the box, and most important of all, find the stone. Alright, so we are finding that stone. Oh no, there's a chest down there, hopefully I can get to it. I need the ores.
Hope 'tis hook didn't break.
Oh, whoop. Whoa, that was close. Alright. And what I'm doing here is I'm getting ores and whatnot so I could upgrade my sword. Ah, ow. I went the wrong way. Is there no getting that chest? It doesn't look like it. Okay. Rip. Ow. I hit the wrong button again. I ended up grappling him.
I think this is yours, said Renard. But he couldn't hear his enemy's answer.
Oh. That was a lot easier. Just kick him off the edge. Jeez. Just Sparta him. Hey, what's up, Friction? How you doing, buddy? There we go. Alright, is it chest down here? No, it's not. I was hoping I'd get that thing. Maybe on another run-through. Oh, wait, no, it's over there. Never mind. Woo. I get more loot.
everyone knew how to use magical
Critical
gems.
chance.
Of course.
Let's see.
Not
What's
everyone
that?
had magical gem gauntlets like he
Treasure
did.
hunter attack speed, energy on kill. Let's go critical chance on that one. Alright. Let us venture deeper. What? What do you find so funny, bud? Well, let's go this way. I need the void sword there. Okay, that's just another way through. Oh, I have not actually. I completely forgot. I have a really bad memory. Sorry about that, Eagle Eyes. I have a really bad memory. Ouch. I need that sword, please. Ah, crap. I'm left with barely any health. Ah, crap. And I'm dead. Alright, the timing is really, really bad. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Okay. How's that a funny way? Alright, man. Ah, crap. There we go.
The Ravens at least could not get past this point. Obviously, the temple builders knew how to deal with tomb raiders.
There is a lot of nastiness down there, isn't there?
What did you do if one of these platforms stalled?
That's adorable. You mean mice? Plural? The plural's mice, bud. But why? Mice are adorable, man.
It was a stone of the purest blackness.
Excuse me.
It reflected no light, like a void made solid. Nervous, he picked it up. Who said that? It was the stone. Eager. Thirsty. That seemed tempting and terribly wrong.
Okay.
Zenobia was the Emperor's greatest general and a potent witch. But they had been close once, and Renato wasn't sure he really wanted to be Emperor. Why not capture the core of Sky Ripper instead? It was the eye of a lost god torn out by the transcendent Emperor to power his greatest weapon. But the core. at the stone anxiously. Why was he listening to a talking rock?
Ah, but the rock had a point. If the stone could truly turn him into a powerful warrior, he could defeat the Emperor with the very weapon the wicked old Toad had sought for himself.
To be a hero, you had to sacrifice old friends sometimes.
Yeah, but not everyone
Especially
shares your
when they
opinion on
become
that, dude.
enemies.
Mice actually made pretty good pets. I have yet to be through this area, actually, I don't think.
As he placed the impossibly black crystal in his gauntlet, Renato had a sudden vision. Charred fields covered in dead ravens below a black sun.
Was it the time of the lost gods?
Yeah, and so are mice, dude.
Emperor?
But
Was it
that's
the
my
future?
opinion.
It whispered.
I need a lot
Feel
more
the
ore.
stone's hunger for souls. Its thirst for blood. All right, I get it. This was going to be interesting.
There's been a battle here. Alright.
Ice walls only let you through if they knew you were cool.
Oh, I kind of want that chest. Let me go through the here first. Oh, there's a chest there. I should do that. Attack speed level 2.
Gogglers. Renato hated gogglers. It was almost impossible to sneak past them. If one didn't spot you, another one would.
Can I pick that up? No, I cannot. Let's go and take these all out.
Hey, why don't you guys fight in groups?
Ow!
I know, because there's no I in team.
There we go. Hey, it's the kitty.
Zenobia was waiting for Renato. She was alone, confident as always. Fire danced at the tips of her claws.
Are you here to surrender? She seemed as cocksure as he felt. But she didn't know he had the stone. And I missed you too, love. He chuckled.
She spotted the stone and bolted without another word. You couldn't go sticking jewels in your gauntlet just anywhere.
Alright.
What if you dropped one and broke it? Luckily, there was a bench right here.
Okay, so... Oh, that's sweet, though. I miss having my own pet. I used to have a cat myself. I miss her. I just miss having a pet in general, though. The stream's lagging a bit. I'm gonna have to check my OBS after. Oh, no, no, no. I didn't realize there was one of those warlock things. this. Give me your shield. Give me your shield. Give me your shield. Ow. No. There we go.
The ravens on Zenobia's island were no match for Reynardo. They screamed as the stones sucked out their souls. And with each death, he felt stronger. The power. The stone told him.
I feel like this is a dark ending.
Finally, Reynardo caught up to her. He had never seen her scared before.
Maybe she's
In
hiding.
school, she'd been the determined, brave one. Now her eyes were wide, frightened. He didn't like seeing her this way. Kill her, whispered the stone. You cannot win your rebellion without it. Please. No, said Zenobia. Not that way. Oh, they had been so close once. Could he really feed her soul to his demonic gem? But if he spared her, he would not get the full power of the stone. Oh, how could he be the hero he wanted to be?
You know what? We're already going down the dark path. Let's finish the dark path.
Zenobia's throat. Her eyes widened even more. And then the light went out of them. Reynardo felt amazing. Power was rushing into him like water from a burst dam. Oh, such brilliance, exulted the Iblis stone. Tasty. He felt a bit bad about killing
And she hasn't come back yet?
He was pretty sure she still loved him. But needs must when the devil drives. Reynardo returned to the Farfarer and set a course for the Nexus. The Empire had a communication outpost there. He could call the Emperor directly.
It was time to seize the outpost and let the Emperor know what he had done.
Oh, okay. Still so it's still mid-afternoon for you guys. Well, for you, at least.
The Nexus was beautiful. He never realized how beautiful. Everything glowed. The wind was so sweet. The sun so soft. The stones so warm. The black raven feathers. Black feathers. Suddenly, his eyes are filled with them. He's falling through smoke, under a dead sun. A voice calls him home. Is this a vision? Whose? Is this the time of the lost gods? Or the future? No matter. What mattered now was killing his way to the Imperial outpost and challenging the Emperor from there.
A skill point, actually. It might be, actually. You never know. But it just feels like it's a darker ending.
Maximum capacity, 130 people.
Let's see. I'm not too interested in that.
Cool.
We'll do this one.
Wish I could do that.
I don't know if this is the good ending, though. This is really dark for a good ending. Let me see something about my bitrate really quickly. Let me see if this will help clear up some of the lag. I'm not dropping any frames. It just seems that the frame rate is just dipping.
Smashing things was fun.
There we go. Is there anything over here? Nope. Okay.
Up ahead was Lapino. What was he doing here?
Yeah, you kind of came out of nowhere.
Hey, buddy. Hey there, old buddy. Please don't kill me. Why would I kill you? Asked Renato, although he had been thinking about it. Well, you've become... no, I mean, no disrespect at all here. Kind of evil? Maybe you should, I don't know, go to the mountains to have a think? See if maybe you're sure the stone is not all that healthy a thing to keep? I suppose you wanted, Renato said, and poked Lapino in the chest for emphasis. Oh, had he just killed Lapino? Oh, damn it.
Oh no, I killed again. That's just alright. I guess that's just out of nowhere there. Yeah, I don't think this is a good ending.
Use their fast.
I don't think this is the good ending.
Tell the Emperor what he'd done, and then he'd go to the secret rebel base. Let them know he was ready to lead them to victory.
I feel like I'm in...
I craft a sword now. It's gonna be really short.
Alright, I'm still missing some materials. Hey, William. How are you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream, man.
Rampage to the Imperial outpost like a water buffalo rampaging. At the last moment, he remembered not to kill the Far Speaker Toad. After all, he wanted a word with the Emperor.
But there was only silence. The Emperor was scared, like little girl.
Well, he would gather the rebel army and slaughter the Imperial fleet.
Well, at least you saved the kitten.
Applauded
The kitty.
Stone. Then the Emperor would have to answer his Far Speaker, wouldn't he? Who are you? Asked a distant voice that sounded uncomfortably like Zenobia. What have you become? The mountains. Go to the mountains, urged another that sounded a bit like Lapino.
No, was it John to do with the rebellion? We're right. We'll just continue down the dark path.
The rebel council to let them know to gather their forces.
No deviating now.
Then he killed the Far Speaker Toad. Why? Well, because to make sure his sword was sharp. Oh no, that's awful.
Alright, William,
So
have a
no
good
one
day,
else
buddy.
confused.
Thank you for stopping by.
That's it. Then he set off for the ruins and the secret rebel base.
Have a good day, man.
The ruins were crawling with ravens. Probably looking for the secret base, Renato thought. But then he realized they're probably looking for me. They must be very scared of me. Well, here I am.
I'm gonna go in this way. I've been opening the doors.
And he had to agree with it for once.
Actually, there's no point for me breaking this open. This sword's just continuously stroking his ego.
He missed her. Zenobia, Hypatia, the kid's mother. Renato had never thought he'd date a librarian. He'd always figured himself for the barmaid type.
Dogs kind of like everything you eat.
Figured the library of Ubar would have comic.
They just kind of figure.
Hypatia would know anything about them.
They're just kind of figure. They just kind of figure if you're eating it, it's good, so they want to eat it too.
Renato was so happy. The stone was the best friend he'd ever had. Really, who would bury such a treasure in the desert? Soon, he'd go rally the rebellion and usher a new age for the islands of Erda.
Is there not a path through here? Nope, there isn't. Yeah.
Come to think of it, Renato thought as he put down another raven, why shouldn't I be emperor?
I miss my parents' dog too. Anyway? Like my parents have a little toy poodle.
Not counting the transcendent emperor, obviously, who had banished the lost gods in the start of time. Yes, he should be emperor. He would make a great emperor. Right, Stone?
Ouch. Oh, the stone's manipulating me. The stone's manipulating me so badly. And I don't know what I'm awakening. What does this say? Punish, terrorize, humiliate. The masses have been raising their fists, led by a handful of nobles with too much ambition. It is envy that the power that I seek is something that they want for themselves. Are they just criminals who want to steal from us? There is out to be punishment for such a crime. Death. Make an example for the leaders. Execute anyone who dares follow them. Or is it fear that the sacrifices I have been making would extend to them? Is this a war for survival? Show them true meaning of fear. Strike them hard and fast. Strike them fast and strike them hard. Make them suffer. Burn everything they hold dear. Or is it pride that the meaning of those sacrifices would forever escape their comprehension? They want inclusion, a say in my decisions. This arrogance cannot be allowed. Take those who surrender to the salt mine. Let their lungs fill with corrosive dust. Let them betray one another for scraps of food. Let their children watch as they fall into savagery and their rebellion without mercy. Punish, terrorize, humiliate. Emperor Isingram the Third War Manifesto. Oh, nice. What kind? If it's not going to be the carpet python, then what kind?
That ought to be enough for a proper sword, he thought.
Ooh, do I have enough for upgrading? I can make the void sword now. There we go. Increases movement and attack speed. Alright. I can open up the other doors. Let's stick with this one for now. Actually, let's go to the fire. Okay.
Stay there. I'll go get the marshmallows.
Oh, you're gonna get the albino that you were looking at? Oh, that's really, really cool. Albino snakes are really pretty.
Boy, if looks could kill.
Okay. Which way are you going?
The long stairs. So he was close to the rebel base. Nothing was on fire. So far, so good.
Ow. I need that thing to die, please. Alright. There we go, get a little bit of health back at least. Need to pay a little bit of more attention before I die. There we go. Okay.
Get all these bloodstains out of his tunic.
Whenever I hear imprinting, I think automatically of Arc. Sorry. Oh, okay, but yeah. All right. Oh, and why is YouTube Ingest server dying right now? The YouTube Ingest server is dying right now, so it's saying that the stream is probably going to crash.
This chest contained blank passports from 15 countries. And something useful.
Yeah, so sorry about the stream quality dying there. I have no idea. Like, sometimes the ingest servers seem to go down a little bit. Why is it saying my video output's low? Let me try restarting the stream really quickly. Alright, let's see how that does.
Renato strode into the council. Let's do this thing. Let's make me emperor.
They looked confused and nervous. Ah, had he mentioned the Emperor thing? He meant to bring that up later.
I mean, let's go win this rebellion. He waved his sword around encouragingly. They ran. Cowards. He'd stop them. He cut down a few to inspire the others. But soon, there was no one to cut down. Well then, he'd have to attack the fleet alone.
Oh,
More for me,
geez.
he said. Unless it was the stone that said it. Traitors. Traitors, all of them. They'd run rather than following him, rather than cheering him. What should he do to the cowards? Anything he wanted to. After all, he was a true hero, the best warrior there ever was. No one could stop him now.
But first, finish him. The Emperor, that is.
Yeah, this is not the good ending at all.
was the rebel fleet. They weren't even trying an assault. They were going to miss a day in history. The downfall of this dynasty. And a new
Don't
one to
really
take its
want to
place.
slot the new gem.
He didn't have to kill all the ravens. He could enslave them. And enslave the toads too. All the animals would worship him as a god. For he had once been a god. They would willingly give him their blood and their souls. And the world would change. Would become familiar again.
So, okay, I can see that the stone is possessing me now. Alright. The stone is possessing me and trying to become a god again, come back into power. So I'm probably going to lose my body. I'm going to lose my mind and my body.
The mysterious sword from the east made you so fast you could catch a fly with your chopsticks. If that's what you really wanted.
Alright. Go ahead and fill up some energy on this sword. Let's go and equip that sword for now so I could heal.
Renato checked for a false compartment.
Attack speed 3.
Nope.
Is there another ship coming? Alright, that was just another chest access.
Renato was glowing with dark power. Already the sun had dimmed. He could do anything, he realized. He could wrap the island safely in smoke again. He was beyond a hero. He was going to become a god again. How odd, he thought, that the Iblis Stone had nothing to say about any of this. Well, no matter. Once he killed this petty Toad Emperor, he would bring back the Black Sun. It was all coming back to him. He wondered what he'd remember next.
Yeah, the stone's possessing me.
Sharp? Check. Pointy? Check. Flexible? Check. What else do you need in a sword?
Oh, this is the first time I've been on the Emperor's ship, though. Is that what this is? No? I don't know, I don't remember being up this path before. Yeah, this is the Emperor's ship. Alright. This is a first.
He found the Emperor and the Council huddling by his ship, plotting. They saw him and cowered before him.
Back to hell, fiend.
Croaked the Emperor desperately.
In the name of the Transcendent Emperor!
Croaked the speaker. They held some arcane items he didn't recognize. He simply flexed his will and sucked their souls out of their bodies. And Iblis exulted. It is finished. And the void that had been a mere stone on a sword expanded. It stretched and ripped like a vast womb. And a gaze black and pitiless as the sun passed through the void into the land. And so time ended.
Yeah,
And
that wasn't a
just
good
like
ending.
that, he was alive again, and back on the Farfarer.
Stream
still
froze?
fleeing burning Ubar. The book
Let me
still open
see.
before him. So, the book portal. It took you to the future.
Doesn't
Your
look like it's
destinies
frozen.
with Braj. He had failed and died 3 times, but he learned another true thing.
It looks
The
like
Iblis
it's...
Stone was evil. It would try to corrupt anyone who used it.
It looks like it's going. Alright, so I got 3 bad endings. Okay, so there's a multiple... There's 4 Iblis. There's a lot of Skyripper. I'm gonna go for one...
But he was starting
I'm gonna
to
go one
feel
more
like
path.
He was getting the hang of this. There was a way through to victory.
Excuse me.
He could
I'm gonna
feel
go
it.
another path.
He just had to keep running the Path of Destinies. With that, the book fluttered back to
I'm
the
gonna
beginning.
save Renardo, and then we're gonna go through...
The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble.
I'm gonna go save
Ravens
Renardo.
are
I'm gonna try to go
scouting
for a
the
good
secret
ending.
Rebel base.
We're gonna
They
go the way of
needed a game
Renardo.
changer. Pieces of the Skyripper had surfaced. Renardo knew that using it could go
I mean, not
catastrophically
Renardo, but
wrong.
his friend. What
He
was
was
his
sure
friend?
he could
What was
figure
his
out
friend's
how
name
to
again?
use
I
it
can't
safely.
remember.
Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis Stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it, to take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. On the other hand, his old friend Lapino needed
Lapino.
rescuing.
We're gonna rescue
was no
Lapino.
game changer.
We're gonna go for his
Could
storyline.
Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
I want to try it.
Ah, Lapino. Apparently, the Mad Rabbit had sold a Pegasus that he did not exactly own. Lapino always wiggled out of trouble, given time. But he was out of time. The Ravens had figured out that Lapino was a rebel spy. If the fleet reached him first, they'd string him up for that. Never mind the winged horse.
Alright, now we go to the rabbit hole. I'll play Skyrim tonight.
Lapino had apparently managed to
The
confuse
next stream I
judge
do,
by
so to
arguing that he
like
hadn't
later
actually
tonight
stolen
at
the
this
winged
midnight,
horse.
at
He'd
that
only sold it.
at like 11 p.m., 10 p.m. my time, that's when I'll play
Where was the
Skyrim.
prison?
So I'll continue on
The village
Skyrim
was empty.
soon.
Had everybody fled the Ravens?
There we go. Finally got his shield away from him. And I can finally go down the void doors too. Hey, AJ, what's up? And it's gonna be like, that's gonna be the tomorrow night stream. Well, tonight's stream. So that's gonna be like what?
These days.
24 hours about? Not well, like 20 hours from now.
Town and listened to the raven's call.
It's a while from now.
Taste in ritual sacrifice.
I guess we'll go this way. And AJ, how are you doing, dude? Why can't I break you?
Never let him wave his sword around at home. He guessed you were still compensating for that.
Wait, is there a chest this way?
Tried everything. Zenobia had loved him to death. The Sky Ripper destroyed everything. The Iblistone had corrupted everyone who held it. He never put much faith in Lapino.
Whoa.
But Lapino was all he had left.
Alright, there's a hidden path here, I guess.
No one would beat Renato at hot potato.
Alright, yeah, I guess there's a secret path right here. Elemental resistance. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's just that it's already tomorrow, so it's today, so I don't... it's... English is hard. Okay, no, it's just my game was glitched. Alright. I wonder why the stream quality went, like, dove so badly. It shouldn't be that bad from the settings. Hold on. Let's try that.
It would be fun to try out that one.
I don't
Here
want
was
to
a handy
use that
workbench.
one. I do want to level up, though. Let's see. And then, yeah. Which way am I supposed to go? I have no idea right now. I might be running in circles.
Renato really hated inanimate.
Yeah, I am. I've already been up that way. Where am I supposed to go? Okay, here we go. Alright, I found a new place. Ouch. Couldn't cancel out of attack fast enough.
Sometime, ravens were landing everywhere.
I don't
The
think
advance
so,
guard.
actually.
He'd better get moving. If they got to Lapino first, they'd eat him for breakfast.
I really don't think there is.
A snack. Ravens weren't picky. If they got
Xylophone?
hungry, they sometimes
Xylophone,
forgot
I think,
to interrogate
does.
their
Actually, yeah,
cushions.
xylophone.
Even top spies like Lapino. Where had the mad rabbit got to?
Check, please.
Well, xylophone is English. Or is it... Wait, isn't it French?
Dirty.
I can't remember the origin of the word xylophone. But yeah, that's English. It's an
The
instrument.
rabbit was practicing his shuffle. Bernardo recognized the cards. It was Lapino's favorite deck. Oh, I thought you were in danger. I am. The Ravens are coming. Oh, the prison thing. Right, yeah, see, this guard owed me 53 ducats, so we made a deal. They're very reasonable people, actually, for weasels. Now, I got a brilliant plan to kidnap Zenobia. We capture Zenobia, we find out what she knows, and that's the whole war right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Capture the Emperor's greatest general, who happened to also be a deadly sorcerer, and, oh, his only daughter? That would be worth it. And it would be nice to see her. He'd always had a soft spot for her. And he felt sure she had one for him.
On the other hand,
Yeah,
he
there
could still
definitely
get to the
isn't
core of
many,
the
though.
Sky Ripper. Even if he couldn't get the whole thing, it must have great power.
Alright.
Zenobia wasn't just the Emperor's daughter, of course. She'd been Renato's best friend in Sword Fu school. And you're still mad for her, the rabbit reminded him.
The rabbit had a point, and Renato had a feeling she'd want to see him again. Who knows what could happen between the two of them this time around?
She knows all his plans, chuckled the master spy. She won't give them up easily. She'll tell the interrogators, all right, said Lapino. Taking her would change the game, all right.
Alright. Let's see if I can reconnect with the old sweetheart.
The city was already under Zenobia's control. I had to admire her efficiency. Renato shivered at the thought of Zenobia at the mercy of the interrogators. Could he really turn her over to them?
Probably
This
not.
was war.
I'm gonna try to go for the
It
best
wasn't
ending
meant to
I
be
can.
pretty.
For the best good guy ending I can get. I went through this door last time, I believe. Let me go hook this way.
He was practically sure he'd find something useful in one of these things.
That's just a visual glitch, I guess. Oh no, it's a light. There's no grapple points over there, is there? Nope. Please? Maybe? There we go. This way. And which way to go? Let me see if there's a glitch path here. Yes? No? Okay, no.
Hey, do old ravens go grey? You know what? Don't worry about it.
There we go, steal their health. No idea. I couldn't tell you who that is.
Where was a workbench when you needed one? Oh, never mind.
Hold on, I've yet to go through this fire door. I haven't been through many fire doors, actually, so I'm gonna go through this one. Okay, just a chest. But still useful all the same. Because I might get a gem. Energy on kill. I do need to upgrade for that one, actually. Handy dandy workbench right there. Oh, I already have it. Never mind. Never mind then. Ah, sucks didn't give me a new gem.
Sweet. You could use this material to craft a spork. Or
What exactly was Lapino up to this time? You could see the wheels spinning inside his head.
Ooh, is this a place to go?
They made Renato dizzy, in fact.
Down to the sewers we go. Oh, rip. Rip Smarty. Off with your head. Ow. Ow. Ow.
These things really slice like ham.
How can I get to that? Ow. Oh, crap. Why did I go in front of it? Did not mean to do that. I was just trying to get to the chest. Oh, hey. There we go.
This one looked familiar.
Crit chance
Had he
3.
lost this one in a card game? Welcome back, he thought.
Nope. Not that way. That way. Okay, which way do I go now? Oh, okay, I guess I do go on this pad now. Alright.
So, what's this plan of yours? Use me as bait, said Lapino. And he outlined a slightly complicated plan that involved geese, a net, setting the Farfair a little bit on fire, Lapino dressing as an old blind toad, and Renato hiding inside a monstrous watermelon.
What could possibly go wrong? Thought Renato.
Alright. That would be an interesting name.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sure you know better, said Lapino.
I'm not hiding in a watermelon. But I will get that chest.
What's behind door number 2?
Dear Zenobia, as you read this letter, you are locked in your chambers, ready to spend your last night before, well, you know, I will not apologize. I know you are too proud to forgive me. I also know you won't resist reading through You Are a Cat, as much as I've tried to educate you like a proper toad. I swear to you that, and you have to believe me, that I did not plan all this when I adopted you. You have always been my special little kitten. That is why I'm writing this now, weeks in advance. I know I will not have the heart to do it the night of the sacrifice. If I think you as my daughter, then I may change my mind. You must think I am selfish, and yes, I am a selfish, sad little toad that is afraid to die. But what I am doing will ultimately serve the greater good. I want the power, I want it all, and so I will keep my subjects content. Peace for eternity. Even if you hate me now, you can still respect that. You have to. It is the only way I can forgive myself for doing this to you. I will miss you for eternity. Tomorrow will not make... Tomorrow try not to make a scene. Everyone will be watching. Still with love, Father.
This jewel was more than
So
sparkling.
he's sacrificing
It
his
had arcane
daughter.
power and an engraving to Cindy.
What do I want to equip? Critical chance 3. That was still nothing new. I think 3 is the top tier of item. There we go. Ow.
Renato slinked through Zenobia's ship, making no sound at all. Where were her guards? Finally, he reached her bedroom. She was curled up at her bed. Oh, he'd forgotten how beautiful she was. How sleek.
The highest level I've been on Skyrim,
Soft. He tapped her on the shoulder with his sword.
around like 305,
And
about
he noticed
there.
he had a blade to his throat. Stay a while. Heard a familiar voice. Did you really think you could capture me? Zenobia said as the ship lifted off. No, I just wanted some privacy, Renato said. Renato knew she still had feelings for him. Maybe he could just cut to the chase. But was timing right for that? I know how you feel about me, baby. I know you want to be with me, Renato said. What? The Emperor's evil, babe. I'm nice. Remember how nice I was back in school? You were an idiot in school. You said I was funny.
Yeah. You can keep,
Renato
you could
started
just keep
not to
leveling,
like the conversation
basically.
going. The Emperor
And I did
pulled
install a
me out
mod,
of
that
the
way it increased level
house.
cap,
Tell me he's
actually.
evil. Yeah, but did you ever wonder why? No, I didn't. Why don't you ask him? Well, because I know why. He wants to sacrifice you. You can tell him that when he interrogates you. Can't we just start this over? But Zenobia shut him in the hole
Ah,
of the ship.
rip.
He had no one to explain anything to until he was brought to the Emperor's interrogators. After that, it's just screaming. He had tried something bold and paid the price for it.
Rip. That is a meh ending. That one was a really quick one to get to, too. Alright, never mind. Stick to the original plan. Whoa, why did the stream go out
The
of
city was already under Zenobia's
focus like
control.
that?
I had to admire her efficiency. Renato shivered at the thought of Zenobia at the mercy of the interrogators. Could he really turn her over to them?
Alright, so I'm
was
not going
war.
to try to play the
It
feelings
wasn't
card.
meant to be pretty.
That was a dumb thing to do. I see that now. Okay. Next time, let's capture. Yeah, the stream went out of focus. Let me see if I can't change that. Why is it so like that? Hold on. Why did it do that? That is weird. Sorry guys, the game went out of focus, and I have no idea why it did that.
Renato, smash!
Well, not like out of focus per se, but it looked like it just like zoomed in. That's weird. That was really weird, okay. But you do know you can like legendary, yeah, I'm sure you do know that you can legendary all your skills like multiple times to get higher levels. Like, leveling is basically infinite. Well, not infinite, but it does. You could just keep on leveling. You just keep on legendarying your skills.
He knew the known knowns, and even some of the known unknowns. But he didn't know the unknown unknowns. You dig?
Yeah, I've 100%ed the game multiple times. I've played Skyrim a lot,
They'll
bud.
only let you through if they think you're hot enough.
I really wish there were still secrets left to be discovered in Skyrim,
You
but
know, suddenly wished
Ah,
he had a marshmallow.
unfortunately there just isn't. I really wish there was one though. There was something to rediscover on Skyrim. It was such a fun game when it first came out. I really hope that they come out with a new Elder Scrolls.
What exactly was Lapino up to this time?
I'm just gonna go through the
You could
bottom
see the
again.
wheels spinning inside his head. They made Renato dizzy, in fact. Anyone ever tell you have a lovely eye? No?
Energy on kill 3. I think I only have 2. Just to make characters. What do you mean?
So, what's this plan of yours? Use me as bait, said Lapino. And he outlined a slightly complicated plan that involved geese, a net, setting the Farfarer a little bit on fire, Lapino dressing as an old blind toad, and Renardo hiding inside a monstrous watermelon.
You know
What could possibly go wrong? Thought Renato.
what? No.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sure you know better, said Lapino. You never knew where the road would take you, thought Renato.
Wow, I keep mistiming that.
The rock felt hot in his
Shield
hand.
Breaker 2 don't need
He
that.
could feel its secret power.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not big into customizing characters, honestly, so I never take too much time doing that. Have I found all the gems then? Yeah, a friend of mine has like a really in-depth character creation mod. Like you even can go in and sculpt the character's face.
Renato slinked through Zenobia's ship, making no sound at all. Where were her
And I went
guards?
through there. That's like the only
Hiding.
time I've spent
Reached
that
the
much
ledge.
time on a character was when I was actually sculpting the face and trying to make it all
How beautiful she was. How
make it
sleek.
all work.
How soft. He tapped her on the shoulder with his sword. She became smoke. And he noticed he had a blade to his throat. Stay a while. Heard a familiar voice. Did you really think you could capture me? Zenobia said as her ship lifted off. Now I just wanted some privacy, Renato said.
Renato knew she still had feelings for him. Maybe he could just cut to the chase. But was timing right for that?
No, it
Did
is
you
not.
ever wonder why the Emperor adopted you? And he told her why. His Imperial Majesty wanted to bring the lost gods back. They could make him immortal. But to seal the bargain, he needed a sacrifice. Someone who truly loved him. You're lying. She was furious. You can't prove that. I can.
And so, they set sail for the Nexus.
All right. I feel like this is going to be a good ending at least.
Have resurrected one of his victims. Well, he's not exactly alive, but it can talk and it can't lie. You took a big risk. You know, I could just cast a spell to make you tell me where the rebel base is. And you wouldn't consider that cheating? She frowned. Ugh, fine. Let's go get your witness.
All right.
The rebellion had started after atrocities that the Empire hushed up. Renato had rescued a priest whose order had been massacred for one book. He had slept in a burnt village. Dead kittens and puppies had come to tell him what the Emperor had done to them.
This thing really needed a roof.
You know, I'm just going to go for chests as I find them now. Not too much of a point to really look for them. As I come across them, I will pick them
There were
up.
more pylons he could use the hook on. But he really needed to construct additional pylons.
Alright, I have to go through this door. And maybe what? Oh. That one tried. Oh, are you saying maybe that this is the good ending? I feel like this is. I have a good feeling about this one.
She caught up with him. Don't you think I'd know if my father started practicing black magic? Why? Did you want to join in? Oh, no, I'd destroy his books and... all right, I suppose I wouldn't. She stopped, troubled.
He ran on.
Poor kitty.
The scientists on this island had been investigating the Emperor's dark rituals on their own. They were neutral in the civil war engulfing the Empire, but they could see that the dark magics the old Toad had loosed were changing the world. Renato hoped he and Zenobia weren't putting them in danger.
No, that was lucky.
Energy
Ah.
spears. Easy to dodge, but boy did they sting if you didn't pay attention.
Get out here. Oh, well, at least she's alright. What happened?
For a moment, I wished that somebody had been watching. Nice little area down here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. At least she's feeling. At least she's better now.
Burning hulk. Dead scientists and black feathers everywhere. The Ravens had taken care to burn the reanimated witness to cinders. Zenobia stared around, shocked. The scientists had been neutral. They had no part in the rebellion. Take me to your council, she said, shaken. I have things to tell them. It was what Renato had gambled on. The Zenobia would turn against her father once she knew his madness. But the rebel base was secret. Could he really risk taking the Emperor's daughter there, even if she did love him?
Let's go.
Renato reached Lapino by Far Speaker Toad, the one creature the Ravens had left alive at the observatory.
I'll meet up with you at the base.
Lapino said through the Toad. Good thinking. Renato gave him the coordinates. There's a shuttle here I can borrow. Renato found Zenobia in the chart room. I've been having awful dreams, she said. Dead kittens and worse. I thought they were only dreams, you know. Why would anyone want the lost gods back? In those days, the favorite of a god could become immortal. She held herself and shivered. He wants to become an eater of souls. Well, I'm not afraid of dying. Just dying of boredom. Renato said, but she didn't laugh.
Silence fell as they flew towards the ruins of the city of Ubar, where the rebellion leadership was hiding. If Zenobia couldn't help them fight off her father, no one could.
Alright, we got the help of Kitty Kitty. and that's alright. Hopefully you're enjoying the game
As they touched
story.
the ground, he could smell the ravens.
I know I'm not saying too much though. It's just like sometimes some games can be a little bit hard to do commentary on, and this is one of them. So I'm just trying to let the story speak. You know?
She had that fiery look in her eyes that he'd always loved. It was a bit odd, though. How easy she'd been to convince. It was what he'd gambled on, but he'd expected more of an argument. She'd always loved to argue. She considered it the fastest way to the truth. Maybe she'd long suspected the truth. Sometimes all it took was taking the bandages from your eyes. That must be it, he told himself.
Oh no.
Well, they really needed to redecorate anyway.
This is oh no, this is a bad ending, isn't it? She's playing it, she's acting, isn't she? Now I'm having some trepidation about this.
Renato wondered what would happen if he jumped. Would he be rescued by an emergency platform?
Probably not. Let's not try it. Yeah, I have a feeling this is a bad ending.
Zenobia had really turned. The war could soon be over. She could send orders to the fleet that would leave their defenses wide open. The rebels could sail right in and capture the Emperor.
Let's
Victory.
do...
Not too many casualties.
Come.
He was more and more extraordinary.
We'll go down this way and then head down that path again. Ah, rip.
They caught their breath under a ruined arch. It's beautiful, she said. This was the library of Ubar, he said. Your father's ravens thought they had an ancient book. She nodded. Was she crying? This was exactly what I wanted, Renato thought. To turn her to our cause. So, why do I feel something is terribly wrong? Because nothing ever
Not right now, Eagle
why.
Eyes. I'm gonna play out this arc and then it's gonna be the end of the stream. I'm still feeling pretty tired. I need to catch up on some sleep. I know that's like an impossibility, but when you work
goodnight,
graveyards like
Gracie,
I do,
said
it's...
Renato, wondering who Gracie was.
Ow. No, that's cute.
Give me a lever, said Archimedes, and I shall open a gate.
There we go. Okay. That's adorable. I really miss my cat.
The long stairs. So he was close to the rebel base. Nothing was on fire. So far, so good.
Okay. This is the right sword.
I wonder what happens if I go that way.
Oh, okay, so one is that sword. Cool. And I'm pretty sure I found all the gems now. Let's see.
The council toads swarmed around Zenobia, shocked she was there, shocked she had changed sides. Then the walls exploded. You
Yep.
heard toads croaking, "Oh, the
Yep.
ravens!" Blackbirds were pouring through holes everywhere. "It's a trap!" cried the council speaker. In the confusion, he saw flashes of magic. Then Zenobia being hustled off by Imperial troops. So, she
Yep,
had betrayed
bad
him
ending.
after all. Renato ran for his ship. The Farfarer flew into the clouds, barely losing the Imperial ravens pursuing him. The rebellion was lost, and he had lost it. There was nothing to do but find Zenobia and make her pay for her treachery. His heart ached. He still loved her. But he had trusted her, and he had been a fool. She would be back at the fleet, gloating with her mad, bloodthirsty father. For all Renato knew, she was helping him bring back the old lost gods back from their exile.
Yep. There goes me being a dumb. Should have taken her to the mountain.
Renato landed in the middle of the Imperial fleet. The rebels were losing badly. Without leadership, it was a slaughter. Renato felt strangely free, trying not to think about how he had lost the war, trying not to think about how he had loved Zenobia, blinded himself to her treachery.
That's what it meant to be a hero. To keep on fighting after the most bitter of betrayals. To never know if you could trust anyone. Cats. What a waste of fur.
There was a pleasant breeze coming through that door. Had it been closed before?
Oh yeah, I've already been through here, never mind. But this is a shortcut though.
Once you try it, you're hooked.
That's what
What
the
had
Void
happened to
Sword
the
is for shortcuts.
And
Okay.
the mad rabbit fled to safety? Or was he forlornly carrying on like the few rebels Renato could see here or there? Ugh, it didn't matter anymore. All there was slash and spin, parry and lunge, over and over as he fought his way across the fleet. All there was Finding the girl he'd once loved, who had used his love against him and putting as big a hole in her heart as she'd left in his. Don't go away.
Keep trying to get that guy's shield out of his hand. There we go. Yeah. Shouldn't have trusted the kitty. Should not have trusted the kitty. I keep going after the wrong one.
Left and then gone left, he thought. And then he never thought again.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to. I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to get to it. No, it's alright. Let me try to figure it out myself at first, okay? And then if I can't figure it out, then we'll look it up, okay?
This would be the perfect place for a tic-tac-toe board.
Ow. What? Hello? Hello? Okay, that was weird. No idea why my game did that. Okay.
And suddenly Zenobia was there, advancing on Lapino. So the Mad Rabbit had survived. Save me, or I'm done for! Screamed Lapino. Zenobia turned, showing her teeth in a smile. You're alive! Renato ran towards the witch. Lapino's the one who betrayed you! She shouted. He warned my father! Renato sank his sword into the witch before she could fool him again. She stared at him, heartbroken. No! Lapino's the traitor! Then he felt a knife in his back.
Oh.
I'm afraid she's right, said the Mad Rabbit. Ain't I a stinker? Then the sun went out. Oh, damn it. He lost again and died. But there was burning Ubar behind him. He still had all his destinies ahead of him. But he'd learned another true thing. Lapino was a traitor. Renato had suspected there was something wrong with the Mad Rabbit. But now he knew there was malice behind his goofiness.
I want to go through one more time. Let's do one more storyline.
He thought.
I'm gonna do one more.
All these truths tumbling around each other in his head. There must be a way to
Alright.
puzzle the pieces
I'm
together.
gonna get back to her, I'm gonna take her to the mountain, I'm
he
gonna
used
learn
everything
Lupino's
he knew,
treachery.
He could discover a new path to destiny.
Yeah,
The book's
I'm gonna
pages
do it.
fluttered to the
Alright,
beginning once
we're gonna do
again.
this.
Faster than before, and he fell. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer.
Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Renato knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong.
Okay, I think I have a
He was
surefire
sure
good
he could
ending.
figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it, to take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lupino needed rescuing. Of course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lupino had betrayed the rebellion, and he had a gut feeling that he needed to use that to his advantage.
Yep. What's with the key?
Renato finally realized that Lupino was a traitor to the cause.
And maybe Renato could use that somehow.
Yeah. So key, is that the hero ending then?
Renato couldn't quite put his paw on when he'd realized Lupino was working for the Empire. He'd never exactly seen Lupino sending coded messages to the palace, but he was sure. The rabbit had been on too many disastrous missions where he was the only survivor, or where he accidentally missed getting on the boat that went down to the abyss in flames. If Renato could prevent Lupino from getting back to the fleet with all the intelligence he'd probably gathered, it might be worth the trip.
Alright. So the key might be that this is the hero. This is the way to the hero ending then.
How had they come to this? They'd been on so many adventures together. Lupino had talked Renato out of prison at least 4 times, and Renato had rescued Lupino from at least 2 lynch mobs.
Let's look for a void door. That way I could skip through a lot of this. Ah, I broke my streak. Rip. I had such a good streak going. No, because there's new ones opening up.
He'd always felt that the rabbit
The
presented him.
exclamation
He was
point.
hilarious because he was so down on himself and everyone else. But behind the laughs, he wasn't a happy camper. Was this payback? Or did the Empire have his little white tail in a vice?
So the exclamation points above it means I haven't done it. So me choosing it, like, jeez, what am I trying to say? So I chose a new storyline. I chose one that had exclamation point over it. So this should be something brand new. Let's go with...
Nice. That could be useful.
Yeah, I like the
Those
art
seeds
and
were
the
really
music
very
and
well
the sound.
made, weren't they?
Ow. Ow. There we go.
Oh, good! I need a new rug for my nest, said the lead raven.
There we go.
Lapino would betray him. The core was dangerous. And Renata had a fleeting idea that the two ideas went together somehow. And then it was gone again. Ah, damn ideas. They never stuck around when you needed them. Bam! Welcome to Earth.
Renata told of the corpses. It was something he'd seen in a play once.
Bloody and exhausted, Renato finally reached Lapino. The rabbit was practicing shuffling his favorite deck. Now that he knew what the rabbit was, there were a few things about him that Renato didn't find so amusing anymore.
You sent me an urgent message saying that you're in danger.
Oh, I am. The ravens are coming. Now, I got a clever plan to kidnap Zenobia. Renato wanted to clap shackles on the rabbit and shout, "You're a traitor, and I'm not falling for it." But if there was one thing Renato was sure of, it was that the core of the Sky River was dangerous mostly to its user. If he could put it in the Emperor's hands, old Isengrim III might
Okay.
blow himself and his fleet up with it.
What do you think, guys?
That was it.
What do you think? Actually, Eagle Eyes. So it's just you and me. What do you think? Which one? Try to get them to blow them up, or shall I arrest and kill him? Kill the rabbit. Alright.
A traitor? I'm hurt, said Lapino. Why ever would you say that? We found your code book, said Renato. They hadn't, but he hoped Lapino would blow his cover. You got me, said Lapino. And you know what? I don't regret a thing. It's always about you, isn't it? You're the pretty hero. You get the girl, you get the medal, and what do I get? Rabbit food. I thought you liked rabbit food. Go to hell, said Lapino. And he made a gesture. And 20 ravens came out of nowhere
Really?
and stabbed Renato to death.
Really?
He had tried something bold and
Really?
paid the price for it.
No, I could have fought them. No, no. No. I could have fought them off. That's shenanigans. I call shenanigans on that one. And then I'm gonna have to fight through that whole thing over again.
How had they come to this? They'd been on so many adventures together.
Alright, I guess I have to go through the
Lapino had
core.
got Renato out of prison at least 4 times, and Renato had rescued Lapino from at least 2 lynch mobs.
So he's just jealous, and that's why he's doing this. Okay. What a petty little rabbit.
always felt that the rabbit resented him.
Right?
Peppino was hilarious because he was so down on himself and everyone else. But behind the laughs, he wasn't a happy camper. Ooh, was this payback?
I really felt
Or
like
the
I could have
Empire's
fought
little
that.
tail in a vice. Renato had heard
Okay,
stories
here's
of a
the
dungeon
speedway.
where chests were
Here's
filled
the
with
speedway.
potions and weapons. Fairy tales.
I just really like animals. I don't really have a favorite. Like, even though I've been like, bitten by dogs multiple times as a kid, like, one really swollen up my leg and got really infected even. Like, I still just love animals. I'm not afraid of dogs or anything.
Let's make this quick. I'm on my break in literally 2 minutes. Ravens were landing everywhere from dropships. He'd better get moving. If they got to Lupino first, the rabbit would give the Empire all the intelligence he'd been stealing from the rebellion, and they'd probably give him a medal. He'd have to be very careful about how he played Lupino. At the slightest hint of danger, the mad rabbit would take off like a rabbit.
Give me your shield. Jeez.
Bloody and exhausted.
Alright,
Renato
so we know what to
finally
do now.
reached Lupino. The rabbit was practicing shuffling his favorite deck. Now that he knew what the rabbit was, there were a few things about him that Renato didn't find so amusing anymore. You sent me an urgent message saying that you're in danger. Oh, I am. The ravens are coming. Now, I got a clever plan to kidnap Zenobia. Renato wanted to clap shackles on the rabbit and shout, "You're a traitor, and I'm not falling for it." But if there was one thing Renato was sure of, it was that the core of the Sky Ripper was dangerous mostly to its user. If he could put it in the Emperor's hands, old Isengrim III might blow himself and his fleet up with it. Yes, that was it.
Alright.
Renato felt like a real hero, brave and smart. He told the rabbit all about the Sky Ripper's God's Eye core. "I'll go get the core while you attack Zenobia," he told the rabbit. "Oh, wait, I have an even better idea. I'll get the core and you attack Zenobia," said the rabbit. "Right, yeah, that is better," agreed Renato. Perfect. The traitor would make sure the Emperor got the core. Now Renato just needed the Emperor to use the core. If he could only get something that the Emperor wanted very badly. Zenobia. He could save her and bait the Emperor at the same time.
Oh, it's alright, dude. Welcome back.
Right. Now, all Renato had to do was fight his way through Zenobia's invading troops, sneak onto her ship and into her bedroom, and kidnap her without any of her dozens of guards alerting her. Then, he would rely on her love for him to convince her how evil her father was, so she'd run away with him instead of going back to her father, who was going to blow himself up. It did sound a little risky. But Renato had a feeling it would work out somehow. It always did.
I'm gonna take her to the mountain. Pretty sure this is the short path. I have to remember which paths are the quickest paths to take.
That was always a rush.
Ooh, wouldn't this gauntlet look swell with that jewel in it?
Alright. Got them all upgraded now. Whoops, wrong button. I don't really want to go back in there. There's nothing in there for me anymore. Alright. Now I can just really power through missions. There's no point getting chests anymore. Alright, so now I have unlocked basically all the upgrades, so now it's just trying to get all the endings unlocked.
Well, the eyes have had it.
Well, actually, there's still like a couple of gems I haven't gotten yet. Treasure Hunter 3, that's one. But I don't even need that anymore, actually. I'm gonna change my gem loadout next time I find,
Renato was halfway to Zenobia's encampment when Lapino showed up. He was disheveled and distraught.
They jumped us. I barely got away.
Oh, they got the core. Oh, it was all going according to plan, thought Renato. Now he just needed Zenobia on his side. Yes, that was even better. The Iblis Stone. Zenobia could get it. And then the Emperor would have to pursue them. Wait, no. The gem would corrupt anyone. Even her. That's it, he thought. Even Lapino. Even though Lapino was already a traitor. It would turn him against his secret master, the Emperor. He would try to make himself Emperor. And the Emperor would have to defend himself with the core. Boom. He was a super genius. This is terrible.
I'm gonna send him after it.
The rabbit. If
I'm gonna get
only
rid of
I
him.
had gone for the Iblis Stone. But now it's lost in enemy territory. He handed Lapino a map. It gives the bearer so much power. We can only hope the Emperor never finds it. What was that? Said Lapino. I think someone's following us. I didn't hear anything. Rabbit ears. You go on ahead. I'll check it out. And with that, Lapino hopped off with the map.
I'm gonna see what happens. Wait, this is just for a chest, isn't it?
He hadn't noticed that path before.
Let me see something. I don't need Treasure Hunter anymore. Let's do Shield Breaker. Critical chance, energy on kill. Yep. Now all just like battle-oriented stones. Yeah, this is just a chest. let's open this just to see if there's anything useful. Energy. Physical resistance. Oh, okay, that's a new gem, actually. That's actually a brand new one. Okay, let's do that one. Alright. So there are still things I could find. Okay, that's cool. I was thinking that I found everything.
Over here, right?
There we go.
Renato slinks
This time I'm
through
gonna take her to the
endless
mountain.
making no sound at all. She was curled up on her bed. He'd forgotten how beautiful she was, how sleek, how soft. He tapped her on the shoulder with his sword. She was made of smoke, and he noticed he had a very solid blade to his throat. Did you really think you could capture me? Heard a familiar voice. I just wanted to chat, said Renato. Did you ever wonder why the Emperor adopted you? He needs a sacrifice. Someone who truly loves him, to make a bargain with the lost gods. That's a vicious lie. He wants to bring them back. That's crazy. Why would anyone... They could make him immortal. An eater of souls. And with that, her eyes widened. She understood.
I don't trust her.
Renato told her how he had rescued a priest whose order had been massacred. How he had slept in a burnt village. At midnight, the Emperor's victims had come to him in his dreams to tell him of the hideous eldritch rituals they'd been sacrificed in. He could still see those kittens and puppies. Their wide, sad eyes, their moist noses. You can't prove that. I've got a witness at the observatory.
Love you too, buddy. And I'm not gonna trust her on this. So I don't know. You think we should trust her? Alright. We'll trust her.
He couldn't tell her, not yet, why he was really here. He didn't want her to be anywhere near the fleet when her father blew himself and the Pino up. So he told her about how the Emperor's obscene rituals had raised ancient artifacts out of the land. How he'd followed the appalling trail of the hideous horrors His Majesty had perpetrated for the sake of his own immortality.
Alright,
You
I'll
this,
trust her.
Isabel? He said. He told me it was all lies. You've always known when I was lying. I always hated that about you, said Renato. The rebellion had started after atrocities that the Empire hushed up.
I hope this
Renato
is
had
the
rescued
speed
a priest
path.
whose order had been massacred for one book. He had slept in a burnt village. Dead kittens and puppies had come to tell him what the Emperor had done to them.
Let's go and just run with the fire sword. That's just a path to a chest, if I remember correctly. No, I think the speed path is behind. Yeah, next time I know to go behind.
He'd once been a pirate captain. He used hooks to get around his ship. What was his name again? I was trying to grab those fruit too much.
I didn't need to go this way at all.
Don't you think I'd know if my father started practicing black magic? Why? Would you join in? No. I'd destroy his books and I'd... Oh, God. Okay, you're not completely wrong. They've resurrected one of his victims. Well, look, I mean, look, it's not exactly alive, but it can talk. A true witness, she said. Really didn't have much in the way of safety features, did it?
Ah. That was a little late.
Renato wondered if he could learn to cook this way. Probably not.
I'm not gonna bother with the chest. Actually, it probably has fruit in it. Nope, ores just... Alright, not gonna bother with it. There we go, there's a little bit of health.
When Renato went to the china shop, for some reason the owner was always nervous. The observatory was a burning hulk. Dead scientists and black feathers everywhere. The Ravens had taken special care to burn the reanimated witness to cinders. Zenobia stared at the carnage.
Oh,
He didn't want me to hear the
poor
witness,
kitty.
did he? I guess not. What's your plan? She asked. So, Renato explained his brilliant gambit. Sending Lapino to get the Ibla stone, become super powerful and corrupted, provoke the Emperor into using the core against him, thus blowing up both of them, and hopefully the fleet too. Let me visit your council, she said, shaken. I want to help. Could he really?
No, I'm gonna take her to the mountains first. Alright, hold on. What do you think, Eagle Eyes? Which one? Take her to the base or take her to the mountain? They're both new lines, so I could go to either one. Mountain? Alright. Off to the mountain.
She had an errand to run, so they met up sometime later in the mountains. She seemed different. It seems she'd gone and knocked Lapino out with drowsy gas and taken the Iblis stone from him. Whoa, what? No, that wasn't a plan. I know. Your plan was terrible. Now where's the council? Couldn't we just go somewhere? Quiet, Talk this over? You lying son of a bitch. They're not here. The sword was bloody. I told you the truth. Well, mostly. I'm going to kill my father now. But first, I'm going to kill you. And that is exactly what she did.
Really? Rip?
He had tried something bold and paid the price for it.
Alright. I got killed again. Woo. Alright, now we know which path to take. At least.
He couldn't tell her. Not yet. Why he was really here.
Okay.
He didn't want her to be anywhere near the fleet when her father blew himself and Lapino up. So he told her about how the Emperor's obscene rituals had raised ancient artifacts out of the land. How he'd followed the appalling trail of the hideous
Oh no, it's
horrors
alright.
His Majesty had perpetrated for the
It's
sake of his
it
own
unlocks another
immortality.
ending. That's
And he
alright.
was
No
free
need
from
to
it.
apologize.
He told me it was all lies. You've always known when I was lying. I always hated that about you, said Renato.
Alright, let's go backwards. This way we could try to go through the
The
speed path.
rebellion had started after atrocities that the Empire hushed up.
Wait, wasn't there backwards?
Renato had rescued a priest whose order had been massacred
Or-
for one book. He had slept in a burnt village. Dead kittens and puppies had come to tell him what the Emperor had done to them.
I thought there was a backwards. Never mind.
Renato wondered idly if people who had built these poles had really, really long tentacles.
I don't want to bother. Wait, where do I go? Oh yeah, this way. Oh, okay, here we go. Avoid sword door. Yep, this is the speed route.
Maybe I should follow my nose, thought Renato.
Come on. Nope. Wait. Is this what I was thinking of? No, it shouldn't be. Okay. Energy,
This
definitely take
stone
that.
was incredibly valuable.
Physical resistance.
Renato
I will
could
definitely take that.
sense it. Also, it still had its price tag.
Don't you think I'd know if my father started practicing black magic? Why? Would you join in? No. I'd destroy his books and I'd... Oh, God. Okay, you're not completely wrong. They've resurrected one of his victims. Well, look, I mean, look, it's not exactly alive, but it can talk. A true witness,
Yes.
she said.
Yes, that's the one. Alright. No, she's not gonna die. Your dog won't die.
Not quite enough, thought Renato.
I already have level 2. Oh, okay. Sorry, didn't know. Wasn't sure.
If
Ah,
he was a
crap.
weapons engineer, Renato would make the cannonballs go much faster. And fire randomly, obviously.
Okay, the fruit. That's what I want.
Building these platforms was so expensive, they'd run out of budget for guardrails.
The observatory was a burning hulk. Dead scientists and black feathers everywhere. The Ravens had taken special care to burn the reanimated witness to cinders. Zenobia stared at the carnage. He
Yay.
didn't want me to hear the witness, did he? I guess not. What's your plan? She asked. So, Renato explained his brilliant gambit. Sending Lapino to get the Ibla Stone, become super powerful and corrupted, provoke the Emperor into using the core against him, thus blowing up both of them, and hopefully the fleet too. Let me visit your council, she
All
said,
right.
shaken. I want to help.
Could he really trust her?
He'd done it. He'd made Zenobia see how evil her father really was. He wished she didn't feel this urge to join in the rebellion. After all, he'd taken care of the Emperor, right? Yeah, but she'd always been conscientious like that. She told him she had to go somewhere first. So Renato gave her the location of the secret
Yeah,
place, and they
my
agreed
bed
to
usually
use
is
the
too.
rules. He had a very good feeling about this.
Especially when I had a laptop and whatnot, because I had a queen size bed, so then I would just like keep it on my bed and whatnot, which was not good for it, really.
What had Zenobia gone off to do? What was more important than meeting the rebel council? Had he made a mistake, sending her to the ruins? No. He knew they could trust each other. He could trust her because she never broke her word. And she could trust him because she could see right through him. Well, she'd probably be there well before him. She at least didn't have to fight her way through rainstorms of ravens.
Ah, that jar won't break. Ow. Better equip the Healy sword.
He thought about Hypatia. Oh, she'd been an amazing rabbit. She could talk to him about comics, and talk to her son about history and battles, and talk to scholars about the ancient tomes hidden deep in the vaults of the Library of Ubar. Oh, Renato really missed her.
miss my cat. Which one's the fast way? There's a void door there. That's the fast way.
I need more materials.
Should be.
Fortunato.
Gone rather well, actually.
Resistance 3, cool. That's what I was needing. Nope, that wasn't a fast way, it was just a way to get resistance 3. Okay. Either way, I'll take it. Maybe this is the quick way. Okay, it auto slots, cool. Nope, that was not a special quick way.
As he came around the bend, there was Lupino, unconscious on the side of the path, and Renato could smell a familiar, sweet, smoky scent. Who? Zenobia. It had to be. She never used a combat spell when she could use drowsy gas. That meant she had the Iblis Stone. What would it do to her? She hated her father now. She'd kill him for sure. The council wouldn't mind if she killed the Emperor, but murdering her father would destroy her. He had to get to whatever ledge she was on and talk her down from it.
What was really fun was hooking yourself onto a moving ship.
No. But she's hungry though. It's a she, right? Nothing special there. I went the long way, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I'm pretty sure I went the long way. Yeah, I bots, I did. Well, not bots, but I drone things.
Open, says me.
Oh my gosh.
The long
Okay.
stairs.
No,
So he
this was a
close
quick
to
way.
the rebel
Never mind.
base. Nothing was on fire. So far, so good.
Burned.
There we go. Yay.
everyone in the council chamber was dead, Zenobia stood shivering in the courtyard, drenched in blood. Why? He managed. They started arguing with me. I lost my temper and I wanted their blood. Not me. The stone did. Why did you take it from Lupino? I had a plan. You had a stupid plan, she said. I'm going to go kill my father now. No, you can't. You'll just take his place. You'll become worse than him. Get out of my way, or I'll kill you too. You won't kill me, he said. And I won't let you kill the Emperor. Enraged, she raised the sword. You hate him too? He could sense the Iblis stone, yearning for his death. But she didn't strike. If you kill him, he'll destroy you. I know you. Shut up! She shouted, her sword trembling. I won't lose you again. Not for anything. Get away from me, he said, and he was very close. I can't lose you again. And he was in reach of her sword now. I hate him! I hate you too! I love you, he said for the very first time. And then she was weeping. He was holding her. The sword had dropped from her hand. He glanced at the Iblis stone. It was no longer the black of the void. It looked like coal. No. It glowed, like a cinder. It was crackling, burning, crumbling into ashes. You've always loved me, haven't you? She said. She was weak. The stone had taken so much from her. Always, he said. She staggered as he helped her up. Let me take you away. Where? The island of Avalon. The sisters will heal you. He will follow us. Then we need the Farfarer, the fastest ship in the Empire.
Hey, I found a good ending, I think. Maybe.
The Empire had seized his ship. They'd have to take it back.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. We'll have to see. Hopefully it's not a bad ending.
It was time for a little exploration.
He felt like Tarzan. And there it was, his beautiful skycraft, the Farfarer. They would fare very far indeed, beyond the Empire, beyond the reach of the Empire, to the mystical island of Avalon. He didn't know exactly where it was, but he knew he could find it. And they would find peace there. Second star on the right, and straight on till morning, laughed Zenobia. And they laughed together for the first time in a long time. Good on you.
No. Yeah.
There was an inscription. No spitting.
No, this isn't the hero ending. Because the council's dead, I doubt this is the hero ending. Ow. Ow. Ah, rip. Probably. There we go.
But they did not go unnoticed. Scout ships lifted off, and the long lance of the Imperial flagship. Bernardo turned downwind to gain speed.
Excuse me.
The Raven ships could pursue, but they couldn't close. The Far Speaker croaked, "You return her and live! Go sacrifice yourself," yelled Bernardo. "Then you won't have her either." On the flagship, the Emperor was readying some arcane weapon. It couldn't be. It was the core. A devastating beam lanced out of the flagship. Bernardo zigzagged wildly to keep the Farfair out of it. Now the Raven scout ships were closing the distance, and the beam was getting closer too.
Oh
Then
no.
came a blinding flash, and the air was searingly hot all around him. There was a thunderous, deafening roar. He could smell burnt oak and burnt feathers and burnt flesh. But when he could hear and see again, they were alive and unhurt. And they were alone in the sky. Zenobia embraced him. They had done it. Through luck and through love, they had won the war.
Oh, was it? Huh.
"Avalon, here we come," he said as he held her arms wide in the prow of the boat and let her feel its speed. "Maybe the real Avalon is wherever we're together," she said. And so, After a bit of an argument, Reynardo and Zenobia went to one of the two Avalons. The one shrouded in mists, or the one in their hearts. But which one they went to, I'll never tell.
There we go, I found a good ending.
He'd done it. He'd forged his own destiny. Well, he hadn't
Was that
actually
the hero
done
ending?
it. But he knew what he would do. Reynardo smiled at the book. He practically wanted to kiss it. The kid's
Yeah, I found the hero
sacrifice
ending.
hadn't been in vain. He'd saved the book and saved the world. Reynardo owed him and his mother so much. Reynardo lowered the mainsail and let the Farfarer shoot forward in the breeze. Second star to the right, and straight on till morning. This time, he would win.
Alright guys, there we go. I actually unwillingly found the hero ending. So that's going to be the end of the stream for tonight, guys. I will be streaming again later tonight. Like, as I said, like in 20 hours or so. So thank you so much everyone, well, Eagle Eyes, for staying for the whole thing. And I will be back. Log found yet. Alright guys. So I'm gonna end the stream here. So if you want to come back tomorrow, I will be live then. And if not,